Comfort is an enemy. I be challenging people a lot of times on stuff. It's like, man, you doing that, but where did you get it from? And it's like, man, we've been doing this forever. This has been a family tradition, but where did it come from? Oh man, you know, believers in the Bible do this, but it's not in the Bible. If it's not in the Bible, then why are you doing it? Man, I get it. It's so much fun. It's just, so I guess it brings back so many memories. It brings back such great connection to my family, but it's not biblical. It's actually a tradition of man. And we basically say this every holiday, every man-made holiday, you know, and it just so easy to connect to these things, especially seeing that we were brought up into these things. But you can change that. There are real holy days in the Bible that you can connect to, and you can bring forth memories out of those. Coming up soon, my household will be doing Passover. All through my work day yesterday, I had people, happy Easter, and I ignored most of them or didn't respond to most of them. And, I'm pretty sure it bothered them. But I get tired of, I don't get any joy out of saying, oh, this is not a real holiday. It's not in the Bible or whatever. Because the more you tell someone that what they believe is not a reality or not something that, because it's real to them, but it's not something that's biblically supported, and they want to connect it to the Bible, their dissonance is going to kick in and they're not going to hear you. And most of the time they're going to get upset with you because you're trying to ruin their good time, take away their good eating. And it's like, I'm not trying to do any of that. Just trying to show you some information, try to teach you something. I've done that with many terms and stuff like that. It's like, no matter how many times I can show people the definition of nice, they still, man, that's nice. And yeah, I know it means stupid. I know it means this, but man, I'm just, it's just a word I use. When I say I'm not black, I've offended so many different people. But you're black. I'm like, my skin is actually a brown. My eyebrows would be, if I label black as the color black. But that term black, Negro would fit more. But we've been given that term, black. And I see that term to be black. Or even, if you look into the etymology, it tells you that, you can go with the basic definition that says nothingness. But if you go further, it actually shows that it's, pale, that those that are pale actually are the black folks. And it's not a color. Far as this dark color, that's not what it is. It's more this whiter color, pale. But we don't use etymology that much. People don't like to go to the origin of words. Where did it come from? I piss people off when I tell them about church. I'm going to church. And I'm like, that's a pagan structure, pagan organization. Man, it's in the Bible. And I'm like, it's in the English translation. And even the first English translation didn't use that. It said assembly or congregation. They said, well, it's the ecclesia. I'm like, no. The Greek word that would fit what you're calling a church is Kyriakon. That's what that building would be. It's not an ecclesia because ecclesia is people. It's not a building. But, when you start learning stuff, a lot of times you become the problem. And then if you don't have a degree attached to it, that's a problem. People are more, I guess, loyal to the things that they've been raised up in. And it's true. Train up a child in the way that they should go, and it's going to be hard for them to depart from it. Most of us, if we be honest, we were trained up in bad things or negative things, things that are of no benefit to us, things that actually have harmed us. But of course, no one is able to break that dissonance. You have to willingly learn and study to show yourself approved to break that dissonance. What I say is not going to, I guess, it basically what I eat ain't gonna make you poop. So the words that I say, unless you choose to, you know, advance yourself, they're of no benefit. I say it to my family, say it to people I call my friends, and they don't hear me. And I guess I was probably the same person. I didn't hear them. When it's your season and your time, maybe you'll hear. But most of the time when I'm talking, they think that, oh, I'm angry, I'm mad, or whatever. And I'm like, no, I'm not angry. I'm not mad. I'm just trying to teach you something. I actually love you. So I'm trying to get you out of that dissonance that you're in. I know that you're brighter, you're smarter than that. But of course, you have to choose that for yourself. Shalom.